Hey everybody, I'm Jay Bullington.
And I'm Keith Carcino, and we want to know,
Have you seen this one?
HYSTO episode 200.
Right. Can't keep up with it. It's too
I
much.
can't keep up. I can't keep up with anything anymore. But anyway, y'all, okay. We're just blah, blah, blah. I can't believe I'm not making a bigger deal about this, but it's episode number 200.
It's 200.
This is episode number 200.
Yeah.
And Keith, I'm so glad to see you, buddy. And I'm really, really excited that our original co-host, Mr. Paul Kastava, is with us. Hey, Paul.
Yeah.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
whoa, 200. Oh
Yeah,
my
I know,
God.
crazy.
How many years was it back? What, 9 years ago when you guys were talking at a party?
Yeah,
Right.
we're in our 8th year of doing this. So it's
I
been-
remember
yeah.
being at the party maybe a decade ago, and you guys were like rifling off different movies and stuff and talking about this idea. And look at it now. I mean, it's come a long way.
I remember Paul and me pitching it to Paul, and Paul
Right.
going, yeah. And then Rick, my husband comes in, he's like, and he didn't even know what we were talking about, but he walks in, he's like, y'all sound like you're on the radio. And I'm like, Paul, see?
You see? It's meant to be.
Do you
We went
see?
through it-
Paul's like, oh, okay.
Well, we had to
Oh,
brainstorm ideas for this because we didn't know we wanted to do a movie podcast, but we didn't have a structured idea yet.
Right.
And somehow
It-
this came out. I don't
It's just
remember that. Yeah.
Well, we started talking about podcasts. It's like, what's a podcast that you don't really hear? And of course, now there's a bunch of podcasts like us, and everybody famous is doing podcasts. So now we have no listeners because they're all listening to the famous people, But we were like, what about a podcast where if most of the movie podcasts that I listened to back then, anyway, everybody knew everything about the movie. They were all just fighting to throw in, And I'm like, how about a podcast where one person's never seen it before? You know?
I like
And
that.
that's how
I like
we got.
that.
That's how we got going on that.
Yeah. It makes
Yeah.
us unique. Yeah.
And I want to talk about. Well, first of all, let's talk about what's new. Let's go ahead and do our usual thing. What's new? Paul, do you have anything that you would like to share? Anything that's been entertaining you lately?
So obviously we're in sports season, so I'm not going to get into all my sports. But the show I watched rather recently on Netflix I really liked was Louder Milk.
Louder Milk.
Louder Milk with Ron Livingston. It's
Ooh,
a
I
dark
love him.
I do love Ron Livingston.
It's a dark comedy. It also
Oh,
features
ooh.
Brian Regan, who's one of
Oh,
my
dude.
favorite comedians.
I am writing this down. What is it called? Louder Milk.
Louder, like it's getting louder.
Like it's
and
getting
then milk.
louder and milk.
It's,
Okay.
it's about a guy in recovery, and it's a dark comedy about recovery.
I'm in.
Yeah, it's really good. It's 3 seasons, and it's one of these
okay.
shows that I never heard of, and then Netflix kind of pushed it within the past, 6 months. So then you saw it featured on the front page, and it gained a lot of attention.
Mhm.
So we're wondering now if they're going to have a 4th or 5th season, because it doesn't end necessarily clean.
They didn't really have a clean ending. Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know if they thought they were going to last. They've been making this for a few years, obviously, and they just didn't know.
Mhm.
And I think it's kind of garnered a lot of attention since Netflix gave some more marketing to it.
Yeah.
So definitely, I don't want to
Interesting.
spoil anything, but it has really good character actors in it. And I think it's just, if you like dark comedy,
Yeah.
this is definitely a good one. Yeah, this is a
I'm
good one.
definitely in. Thanks, Paul. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, Keith, what's been entertaining you lately?
I have not had a whole lot of time to sit in
haven't
front of the
either.
TV and watch too much lately. I don't have a whole lot, but there is a brand new sport that I just picked up this morning. A couple of my friends, I live
Don't
right
say
in front
pickleball.
It's not pickleball.
I'm a pickleball guy now.
I like it. I
Pickleball's
actually
a lot
like
of fun. Pickleball's
But
a lot of
everybody's
fun.
talking about it so much.
It's
It's
a-
okay. It's fun to play, but I don't want to talk about it all day.
Right. Well, there is a new game. It's called Spike Ball, And it's basically it's a team sport played by two teams of two players.
Okay.
And opposing teams will line up across from each other, and it's with like the spike ball net in the center, which is like this circular net that sits about a half a foot above the ground. And the ball is put in play by a serve. One player serves it off the net to another to their opponent, and it's kind of like from there. It's kind of like volleyball, where you get like 3 hits, a bump, a set, and then a spike. Up to 3 hits to try to hit it back on the net so that your opponents cannot return it. It is, man. It's a lot of fun. I had a lot of good times. Everyone else I played, I was kind of like a step in for today. So one of the 4 guys couldn't show up, so I just kind of came and played out of nowhere. And so it was my first time, but they were very patient with me. It's so I had a really good time. I would definitely be playing this game again. It's a really good kind of a lot of like shuttle type exercises where you got to like pivot off of one spot, jump from another, and I had a really good time playing. It's a nice way to stay active and have fun.
Did you play on the beach, Keith? Because that's where I mostly see it. It's a beach.
I do see a lot. It's a really good. That would be hard to play on the beach.
Well, I would think it'd be a lot more exercise.
Oh yeah, you
working
can
on the sand
a lot.
A lot harder.
We played on the grass. Yeah, we played on the grass. At the park down below. I know, but I love it though because I love like diving. I love to when the ball's just far enough to where I can like full outstretch and try to hit it off and get a good return back. I love that kind of stuff, man. So I really like this kind of game.
It's a slow motion action shot. Yeah.
I got to bring this up, Keith. You'd be very proud of me. I had a sub in for one of the softball leagues.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So I was pitching.
How'd it go? Yeah.
I was pitching. I got hit right in the knee.
Oh, no.
My whole knee was purple and everything.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
How is it now?
It's a little purple. I'm fine. You know what I mean?
Were you able to walk? Were you able to walk?
Yeah, I pitched the second game.
Knees are
You pitched the second game.
The second game.
They were needing a pitcher.
Yeah, I got the guy out too.
Oh, wow, good for you.
Good for you.
That's one thing I miss so
Touchdown.
much. I miss playing softball. I wish there was a bigger softball presence here in Peru, but maybe I need to start it up or something. Yeah.
Well, maybe that's up to
that's
you,
great,
yeah.
dear. Hey, maybe I have to be the trailblazer. Anyway, yeah. How about you, Jay? What's up?
Keith, well, I'm like you. I haven't had a lot of time to watch new stuff. Actually, one thing that I'm just so into right now, I found this collection of old Carol Burnett shows.
Mm-hmm.
And, my God. It is. So I'm watching them. I'm calling my mom and my sister. Remember, we used to sit on Saturday night and watch Carol Burnett. We're sharing all the skits and stuff. Anyway, that's really a lot of fun.
Carol Burnett. No, I don't know her too well. She's the one on. She's like the mean lady on Annie. Was she on Annie?
She was in the movie Annie. She was the mean lady. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
The orphanage leader. Yeah. She
ran the orphanage, and she was brilliant in that.
Right. She was great. Oh yeah.
Me and my mom watch that when I go home because it's on right before Perry Mason. I think it's on MeTV. Carol Burnett show. So I think I forgot his name now. One of the guys who plays kind of the fall character. He's kind of like the goofy character appears.
Tim Conway.
Tim Conway is a young Tim Conway, which is pretty cool.
Oh God! And he was constantly cracking them up.
Yeah.
No matter what, they would try to stay in character and stay, but he would always riff, and just, do things on the spot and just crack them up. And especially Harvey Korman. He really cracked Harvey Korman up a lot. And it's so fun to watch because he's trying so hard not to,
Yeah.
It's so good. Anyway, speaking of comedy, I've been listening to a lot of really good books, and I just finished listening to a book called All About Me! By Mel Brooks.
Oh,
Mel Brooks.
Read by Mel Brooks. And it's beautiful. Yeah. It's just, he is so excited to talk about all this stuff, and he's so dear to the way he shares all these stories, all these people that he worked with and cares about, And right now I'm listening to a book. Now, this book's been around for like 20, 25 years. Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. They made a great movie out of it, too.
Yeah.
By John Berendt. It's just a great novel. It's so well written, so good done. What I want to talk about real quick, because Paul, at the end of, we're going to do 2 movies. We're going to do another movie after the one we're about to talk about, and then Keith and I are going to share our top 5 and our bottom 5 of the movies that we've recommended for each other. But I was going back over the list of movies that we've done over these 200 episodes, and I want to share some titles with you that I am thankful you introduced me to, Paul. Okay.
I love that. That's great.
Okay.
Yeah.
These are movies that I am so glad that I would not have seen without you. Okay. And it's pretty good list. Stalag 17.
Yeah.
The Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah.
The Frighteners. Dude, that's in my collection. The Frighteners is a classic to me.
I remember watching that with my babysitter back at the theaters back in the day. Yeah, I remember us watching it also with Michael J. Fox.
Yeah. Bird. Oh, Bird was amazing.
Forrest Whitaker.
Oh yeah, he was so good in that. A Bronx Tale.
That's my when I go back to my favorite movie, that's my number 2 favorite movie of all time.
What's your number 1?
Such a good movie.
The first movie I recommended to you. Do you remember that? It was a comedy.
First one.
It was a comedy.
Was it? Because I remember we also did Survive Style 5+ on that episode.
Yeah, I gave you my favorite.
Was it?
With Norm Macdonald.
Oh, I can't think of the name.
Dirty Work.
Dirty Work. Yes.
Yeah,
That's your favorite movie of all time?
Yeah, it's just one of those easy movies I could watch at any time. But Bronx Tale is my favorite, like, actual real movie. You know what I mean? Where they actually have a real
Dirty
plot.
Work is your favorite movie of all time. You know what my favorite movie of all time is, Paul? You know what it is, right? You know what it is.
The Women, right?
No, All About Eve, Paul.
All About Eve.
Oh,
yeah.
I was on the right track, though. I knew it had to do with women.
Although I do love The Women. Okay, but moving on. After A Bronx Tale, dude, and I know you were shocked when I loved this movie. Pootie Tang.
Oh my gosh, you loved that. I can't believe it.
Pootie too good. Pootie too good. Pootie too good.
I thought you were going to say No Escape. Remember that? That was my first one I tried to shock you with, and you loved it.
I actually enjoyed that movie. Yeah, and that's actually on this list. No Escape is here also.
Yeah.
But also Con Air.
Oh yeah, that's a
Con Air.
Classic, dude. I
Air.
can't believe I'd never seen that. I'm so glad that we did that. The Sandlot. You're killing
The Sandlot. Yeah.
Is that your
that
favorite
movie will stick with me forever.
Is that your favorite sports movie? Probably.
I think it probably is.
Wow, Sandlot.
I think it probably is.
That's cool.
Although we're talking about one today that I like a lot.
Okay.
And I have, well, we'll talk about that later. Anyway. Also, do you remember Das Experiment?
Oh yeah, the German film. Yeah.
And talk about hit me in the face, Gummo.
Gummo,
Gummo/Kids. Both those movies.
Gummo and Kids. Yeah, I would put those in the same. Yeah.
Well,
those
Kelly, don't watch Gummo, Kelly.
No, Kelly don't watch Gummo. She. In fact, I warned her back. It's on the list of the Dead Dog Report. So don't watch that. And then a movie that you're not going to believe that I still think about and laugh about and love. Ankle Biters.
I was just talking about that. I was on a date on Thursday, and I was or Wednesday, and I was saying this movie Ankle Biters because she mentioned something about 3 feet tall.
Yes.
And whenever I hear 3 feet tall, I think of 3 feet tall, 2-inch fangs, a thirst for blood.
Thank you. I couldn't remember the tagline. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you hated that. I didn't realize you loved that.
I at the time I was probably like, oh, this is a piece of garbage, But the more I think about it, and then I actually watched it again, I'm like, you know what, this is hillaciously funny. It's not in a way that it's one of those movies that's funny because it wasn't supposed to be, but it is.
Do you imagine the ideas they were brewing up around that movie? Like, let's get some midget vampires out
right?
there.
And I'm also wondering what substances were involved when they came up with this idea,
More than one.
Well, you talked about sports movies of The Sandlot, and The Sandlot, I would have to say it probably is my favorite sports movie. I think it's the favorite movie I watched about sport. I don't watch a whole lot of movies about sports.
As a kid, watched Sandlot so many times. Good stuff. Good.
I was very excited to recommend for our 200th episode this sports movie, one that is one of the few that I actually have in my collection. This is from 1977, and the movie is called Slapshot. And let's get into it.
Yeah,
let's do it.
I am placing a personal bounty on the head of Tim McCracken.
You can't put a bounty on a man's head.
I just did.
Go get him, killer!
It's wild. It's outrageous. It's
It's outrageously funny. Paul Newman, Coach Reggie Dunlop in this supercharged world of hockey, invites you to meet the crazies who make it that way. The players, Murderers Row. The wives, the fans, the managers.
We're losing! Teamwork, guys. More team. They're burying us alive! Who are these guys? They brought their toys with them.
And hustling them all, Paul Newman.
You're a losing coach.
Behind the comedy, the sex, the wild excitement, this is the absorbing story of one man fighting to hang on in a world gone absurd. There's never been a film like Slapshot. There may never be another.
The movie is Slapshot from 1977, directed by George Roy Hill, who did some amazing films. He did The Sting, and he did Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. And you'll notice The Sting and Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid both starred Paul Newman also.
Paul Newman,
who stars in this movie. Also in this movie is Michael Ontkeen and Strother Martin. Michael Ontkeen was on a show called The Rookies on TV way back in the 70s, and he was a big star around this time. He was kind of a big deal. Summary of the movie. A failing ice hockey team finds success with outrageously violent hockey goonery.
I did not know how to take this movie. I didn't know that it was a comedy until nope. This is definitely not a serious movie at all.
Definitely, I mean, from the very first scene, it's not a serious movie.
You find off right off the bat. I was surprised. I didn't know I was getting myself into.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So, in the fictional small town of Charleston, Pennsylvania, the local steel mill is about to close permanently and lay off 10,000 workers, threatening the existence of the town's minor league ice hockey team, the Charleston Chiefs. And they're already struggling with a really bad season. Players who are like not even caring about it anymore, and really hostile fans. I'm quoting fans. I'm doing the quote thing with fans.
The few fans that showed up.
They're not very happy. So the player / coach Reggie Dunlop, that's Paul Newman. Like most of the team, he's got no employment prospects outside of this. So he tries to motivate them by fabricating a story about a potential sale to a community in Florida, hoping that if they become popular, maybe that will actually happen. Meanwhile, the team, my notes are messing. Meanwhile, Dunlop, he's trying to, wait a minute. Oh my God, what happened to here we go. Sorry. Meanwhile,
you would think this would the 200th episode we'd have this down by now, Jay.
I know, right? Oh God, I hope I got to edit all that shit out. Anyway, meanwhile, the team's penny pinching manager Joe McGrath, he starts selling equipment and introduces these three dim-witted brothers called the Hansons to the team. They were real, by the way. These are three real brothers that
you could tell. You could tell they're related.
I
thought they were triplets or twins.
I know, right?
I thought two of them were twins.
And of course, with the glasses and everything, they're hilarious.
Super thick bottle glasses,
bottoms, yes. So Dunlop increasingly tries creative ways to manipulate the games. First, he starts by goading an opposing goalie into a fight, and then starting up brawls and fights. He's trying to get excitement going, and this is what I remember people talking about hockey in the 70s. First of all, this movie is so 70s. Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Yes, 1977.
Right.
Bill bottoms, the plaid pants and the wide lapel jackets and the
plaid jackets.
And the fashion on the men is even funnier than the women's fashion in this. It's so funny to me. So after observing the Charleston fans responding positively to the violence, he just lets loose the Hansons. You do whatever you want. And most of the only thing they do, they don't play the game. All they do is start fights.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I thought this would be more about like a competition they're trying to rebuild. No, man, this is about it's an exploitation of their own team.
Jay, I think you were going to lead into this. I think you were about to say this. That was a big deal in the 70s in hockey. It was a problem.
Oh, yes.
Because the Philadelphia Flyers, also known as the Broad Street Bullies, that's how they played hockey.
Real aggressive.
I'm telling you, hockey was famous for being violent.
And there's a lot of skill players that were very upset about this.
Yes. Because they felt like no one was respecting the sport. They felt like we're losing respect. But it's like Jerry Springer. It's just like people are watching.
Being from Texas, ice hockey is probably one of the least sports that I follow. I don't follow that nearly as much, and so, but it is a violent game. Like there is checking and like knocking people into the walls. But where do you draw the line? Because those don't get called. Like like exactly. It's a kind of it's an unclear line. How aggressive can you be?
Well, I'll say there is a line, and this movie goes past the line, right?
Oh
yeah. Like
clearly.
fighting
On purpose.
You're right.
Yeah.
Throw your gloves down.
And what happened back in the day is you'd have a bully, right? Like a Hanson brother, just fight the top player who doesn't want to fight, just to get him out of the game.
Yes.
So that was a strategy for a long time.
That's actually not a bad strategy.
So eventually you'd have to get a guy to fight him, and then you're losing the whole game. Yeah,
it becomes a battlefield instead of a hockey
for all
rink,
stars.
Yeah.
So the pure hockey fans like Ned would get really frustrated, and they hate like Ned. What was his name? Ned, not Ned Dowd. Is it Ned Dowd?
Braden.
I forgot his name in the movie.
Ned
Braden.
Yeah.
Braden.
He hates that type of stuff because he wants to play the game.
He respects the game.
Yeah, it takes away from the integrity of the game.
And he's not in a dire situation like Paul Newman is. Paul Newman's like at the end of his career is like, what the hell else am I going to do? So he's not in that situation. He could probably find another team to play for, or what,
Yep.
So and like Ned, some of the players, they're slow to adopt to this increasingly violent and thuggish thing going on, but it excites the fans and it increases the revenue. The money's coming in, and that lends credence to Dunlop's Florida Live, that this place in Florida that wants to buy the team. So Ned Braden, we were talking about him, Michael Onkeen, excuse me, the team's top scorer, he refuses to take part in this shit. He's like, I'm not doing this. And Dunlop attempts to get him to fight by exploiting his marital troubles, but it doesn't work. And he's having troubles with his wife, and he thinks, well, I'll get him angered up about that, but no, that doesn't work. So the games begin to just devolve into these bench clearing brawls,
but it fills seats, it sells tickets though, man. Now there's people that are showing up to watch the game.
One of the brawls starts even before the game starts.
I love that one, right? It just goes right after his throat. It's awesome.
Jay and Keith, this actually happened in hockey 2 weeks ago.
Really?
No.
Oh, really?
It was very rare. It never happened.
Before the face-off, huh? They just got at it.
Devils, the puck dropped. All 5 guys on the ice just started brawling, and they had to kick 10 guys out of the game. And hockey fans were kind of like torn, right? Because you lost the game. But the other side of it is we haven't seen this in years, and this used to be a part of the game. Like you'd have all-out brawls happen every once in a while. It never happens anymore. So that was a pretty cool homage to that era.
Wow. Well, another brawl happens, and the Hanson brothers get arrested, and they're like, "Yeah, we're getting arrested. Yeah, here we go.
All right, yeah, it's a badge of honor."
Because one of the Hanson brothers attacks a fan in the stands.
Oh, right, he threw something at him, right?
Yeah.
So the Chiefs nonetheless, the Chiefs rise up the ranks to become contenders for the championship. And Dunlop tries to find the identity of the team's owner so they can pitch them the Florida ID. He's trying to figure out who owns the team. He can't figure out who it is. So eventually he meets the team owner, and her name is Anita McCambridge. And he learns that his efforts to increase the team's popularity through violence have been for nothing, because McCambridge's better option is to fold the team as a tax write-off. Just say, she's not into sports. She doesn't care. She doesn't even know these people. It's just
it's a business decision. Business decision.
Her husband is dead, and now she's in charge of it, and she doesn't care about it. She's not, it's all business. All business. Yeah.
And this movie's about 15, 20 years ahead of its time, because hockey does move to Florida in the 90s.
Oh, how funny.
Oh, that's right.
They have the Florida Panthers and the Tampa Lightning.
I knew you're the right person to talk about.
And Tampa Bay Lightning, that's right, Paul. The Lightning are there also.
Very Well, Tampa has a little issue of opposing fans going to games. Like there's not enough Tampa fans. Tampa has another sports issue, but it is true that they're moving them to Florida because
Florida has a lot of issues. I'm just saying.
Right. Outside of sports.
What happens with Florida, as Paul Newman alludes to, is all these people retire and they miss hockey. So this is their only opportunity to watch hockey live.
It's pretty smart, though.
So it was ahead of its time. It didn't happen for about 15, 20 years.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, that's cool perspective. Interesting take. Yeah, that makes sense.
So Dunlop says, okay, you know what? Let's get rid of the violence for the championship game because he thinks it's going to be his last. And the rest of the team is like, yeah, let's do it. We're going to do it right. Then they get there, and all the opponents from Syracuse, they stalk their team with these violent goons, many of whom were previously suspended from the league or even imprisoned for their actions.
So I really like this part. One thing, though, I will say this. I wish they would have spent a little less time on like the marriage problems between some of the issues going on and more time on like building up the reputation of the opposing team's goons, because they had a lot of, I think they swung and missed on this part here. There was we did hear that one guy was in prison and he comes back, this brawler guy, but it was kind of like a who's who, like a wrecking crew of different guys that were kind of thrown together in the last couple minutes.
So 2 points about that. Keith, you're 100% right. And Ogie, the guy Ogie, who they do mention, is the original Ned Braden. He's Ned Dowd, so he's actually who Ned Braden's character is based on. They had him act in this. But to Keith's point, I think this movie is in the early stages of sports movies. So they miss out on a few things there.
Okay.
So they don't understand how to make a good sports movie just yet. So one thing I think we also miss is the montages, right?
Yeah.
Because this team becomes good way too, like, they become popular way too quick.
Yes.
Like after one game, they're the most popular team. Like,
right. Yeah.
Most of the sports movies we're used to, we see the standings in the paper being
you know what?
through.
That came with
Major
Rocky.
League. Yeah.
The montage thing came along with Rocky.
I love those.
These are about the same time, so it wasn't a style yet, really. You know what
those
I mean?
fighting montages.
Yeah.
Great stuff, dude. Great
stuff. A lot
of
things happen too quick, and they're still finding the identity of what a sports movie's supposed to be.
This is an earlier sports movie. They didn't have all those.
Although this is not the early. I mean, there were sports movies back in the 40s. I mean,
this is the second comedy, though, Jay, probably, right? Behind Bad News Bears.
Bad News Bears. That's right.
Do you mean ever?
Sports comedy?
Like a sports comedy.
There were sports comedies in the 40s and 50s.
Oh, okay.
And I don't have a list for you, but they were out there. Trust me, they were. They were there.
I should have been more specific, Jay. A raunchy sports comedy.
Oh well, raunchy didn't happen until the 70s or late 60s. Yeah.
So they're still finding their identity of what makes the formula for. Because now, if you watch a sports comedy, it's all the same element.
Yeah,
right? You have
exactly.
A rag to riches team.
Yeah.
I
agree.
Angels in the outfield. What's that one of Henry Rowan Gardner for that one too? Rookie of the Year. You got Major League, all the Major League. Yeah, that's all the same formula. Yep.
Yeah, Major League took a lot from this movie, but built on it in a really good way.
A great way.
They built on it like there was a good progression from worst to first.
But I'm telling you, when this movie came out, it was like people were like, "Whoa."
Yeah.
Like,
for sure.
This is really raunchy, and the language, all the cursing.
A lot of bad languages,
and it's an R-rated sports movie, and people are like, "What?" And it was huge. It was huge.
They were I don't think they could get away with a lot of that now.
Probably not.
I'm going to
talk about something about that in a little bit.
But I think I know what you're going to say.
I think you do. Yeah, I think you do.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're in the championship, and after being crushed during the first period while playing a non-violent style of old-time hockey and getting booed by their fans because I'm bored, fight somebody.
That's not what we came to see.
A furious McGrath tells them that various National Hockey League scouts are watching the game. Dunlop and the rest of the team, except Braden, immediately switch back to brawling. They go right back to the violent shit.
One trick
pony.
And
the game becomes a brawl with absolutely no hockey.
Right. Hockey
the
was
fans
not
are loving it, and Braden's sitting on the
affair.
bench watching it. He sees his estranged wife, and her friend gave her a makeover, so she looks really glamorous and adorable. And she's like, "Hi," and he's like looking at her like, "Oh my God, look at my wife. She's gorgeous." And he finally realizes how absurd all this is. And he adopts a similarly radical but nonviolent way of participating. He decides to do a live striptease on the ice. And I got to tell you, I was 17 when this movie came out. I loved the end of this movie. Michael Huntine looks great, baby. I'm telling you. So initially the fans are like, "What?" And the players are like, "What?" But then they all start like, "Okay." They start cheering him on. It's like, "What the hell?" Okay. So when the Syracuse captain, Tim McCracken, protests this obscene demonstration, and he sucker punches the ref. So Syracuse is now disqualified. Granted, the Chiefs the championship. They won by disqualification.
Ridiculous, man.
I love
Anticlimactic.
it. So after their win with the Chiefs effectively folded and finished, Dunlop accepts the offer to be a player coach to the Minnesota Nighthawks, intending to bring all his teammates with him. Happy ending, happy ending. There we go. So a little bit of background. First of all, I don't own Sandlot, although I think I'm going to have to buy the Sandlot. Put it in my collection because I really like that movie. I think
classic.
But besides this movie, Slapshot, there are only I've got well over 1,000 discs of movies, right? Only 2 others are sports movies, and they're both female sports movies.
League of Their Own.
One is called Pat and Mike from 1952. That's Katharine Hepburn and Spencer Tracy. That she plays a sportswoman in that. And the other one is from 1973. It's called Unholy Rollers. It's about a female roller derby, and it's really it's
funny,
a great Roger Corman movie.
I thought that was it called Slingshot or something, that there's a newer one out based on that same sport of female roller derby girls.
Oh yeah, there's been several actually.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
There's been several actually. Yeah.
I thought you were going to say that one, but it's interesting.
No,
that's probably
the
original.
only one I own. No, I enjoyed the others. That's the only, but I only own 3 sports movies, and this is one of them. Okay. The movie over and over and over features a hit song called "Right Back Where We Started From" by Maxine Nightingale.
So Jay, the Islanders? That's their victory song.
Is it really?
And I didn't make the connection. It has to come from this movie.
Yes.
Yeah. I always wondered why they played it as their victory song, and it's a big deal.
That's in my notes right here. See, I don't know the Islanders, but I love that you do because it's right here. That I was going to say, this team has adopted that as their victory song now because of this movie. Yeah.
So I have it on playlists because it gets me fired up when the Islanders win. It
makes me think about going out to the gay bars when I was,
Okay.
The swearing in this film by 1977 standards was considered so foul that the advertisements contained an additional warning saying certain language may be too strong for children. And during an interview a few years ago, the Hansen brothers, that's Steve and Jeff Carlson and Dave Hansen, they were asked if they taught Paul Newman how to skate, and they're like, no, we taught him how to act.
Good answer.
And speaking of Paul Newman, on many occasions, he said that he never had more fun in his life than making this movie.
I did read that.
He said, okay.
Of all the movies he's done, huh?
I do want to talk about an aspect of this movie that people are sometimes surprised that I like this movie. There is a lot of
the F word and not the F-U-C-K.
Yeah, a lot of the F word. A lot of fag, homo,
right.
whatever. But you have to remember, there's 1977.
Back in the day, yeah.
Nobody talked about it. And to go to a movie, here I am, I'm 17, and I'm with Harvey Fierstein. You know Harvey Fierstein, right? The famous actor. And
you're with him? Like you're at the movie with him?
But you know him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Harvey Fierstein, famous actor, famous gay actor, playwright, performer. I'm with him. He says, visibility at all costs. Whatever.
Okay.
At least they're talking about us. And I went to a movie, and they were talking about it. And Paul Newman, when he would say it, he didn't say it with disgust. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
He would say, oh, is he a fag? But he didn't say it like, oh, is he disgusting? He said,
not in a demeaning way.
It's like saying, oh, is he blue or is he gray?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I appreciated that at a young age. It's like, he's talking about it. We're here. We're real. And he's not afraid of us.
Right.
It actually made an impact on me. And it sounds weird. It might sound weird, but it really did.
That makes sense. I see what you're saying. Yeah, it's about context and how he used it and how he took it.
It's like, he said, well, it's like saying, oh, well, he's not Italian,
Yeah.
It's like, it was just like, very, so I actually forgot about it until I watched it again recently. And it's like, I forgot about this. But then I watched it again and I'm like, you can't miss it.
You can't miss it. Yeah.
And it comes up a few times.
And that's why when I was watching, I was like, wait, who recommended this? Was it Jay or Keith? Like I couldn't remember who recommended it.
Yeah, and this was Jay's.
Like, if Jay didn't recommend this, how is he gonna? So that I'm glad you brought that perspective.
Oh, absolutely,
right.
Absolutely.
Like, hey, Jay,
and I want to
see this movie.
I want to warn people if that bothers you, just be prepared for it.
There has been a time.
There are no dead animals, though, Kelly.
No dead animals, which is
dead animals, Kelly.
Right. It's a safe show.
Well, I always try to show at least two perspectives from critics on the movie. So I've got two critics' quotes here. Gary Arnold from the Washington Post said, "Newman is literally a diamond in the rough, and it requires a certain forbearance to separate his quality from the surrounding raunch." I thought that was an interesting quote.
Yeah.
But then Dan Epstein from Rolling Stone, "Slapshot remains the greatest sports flick of the 1970s. There you go.
And I'm reading here, Jay, that it actually, upon release, received mixed reviews.
It
was
did.
Not a big box office success, but and I do know this, it is a huge cult classic, especially amongst hockey fans. Like when the Spain, when they play Lady Spain, you could still hear at hockey games. I just read this. I didn't know this. If they play Lady of Spain, they'll use the Paul Newman line. The hockey
I love
fans. They'll say, "Don't ever play that again," or they do that. It's like a whole thing. So that still sticks around.
Okay, that's cool.
I love
and the Hanson brothers are huge hockey cult icons. Like everyone in hockey loves the Hanson brothers.
That funny.
Like they're a big deal.
And they didn't even play hockey. All they did was fight.
That's what was surprised me. This was hockey was not on the forefront of the background of this movie. Yeah, it was all about the business.
Critically, though, this film did pretty well critically. Scores IMDb 7.3, which is a good for IMDb. Amazon Prime 4.7 out of 5 stars. That's okay. Tomato meter, Rotten Tomatoes. Tomato meter 85%.
Okay.
Audience score 88%. I'm a fan of the people.
Wow.
Let's go.
Wow. All right.
Okay, so let me ask you, Paul, would you recommend this movie?
So I have a long journey with this movie. I'm gonna keep it brief. Yeah, I saw this movie.
No, you don't keep it brief. Go for it.
When I was a teenager, I saw this movie because my dad recommended it. And I didn't really like it the first time I saw it.
Oh, really?
Not because it was raunchy or anything. I was used to different types of sports movies, as I mentioned. I was used to a very linear movie. Yeah, there was a lot of things they kind of just happened so quickly, and the marriage stuff. I was kind of like, what is this about? Like, so I never was a huge fan of this movie when it first came out.
Okay.
Now I watch it. I like it. This is one of those I wouldn't recommend off the bat. If you're a hockey fan, you have to see this movie.
I would imagine.
Like, this is just a must-see as a hockey fan.
Right, I agree. Yep.
But I think it's kind of like Airplane, not as good as Airplane, but Airplane and Naked Gun to me.
Naked Gun
is more refined than Airplane.
It's not over the edge like they are, but I get where you're coming from. I do get where you're coming from.
Naked Gun's more refined. Like, I like Naked Gun better than Airplane. Like, I like Major League better than Slapshot.
Okay.
There's no Major League without Slapshot. There's no Naked Gun without
Airplane. That's a really well put. That's right.
Yeah, that's how I view it. So it is a must-watch as a sports fan, but I don't think it's a particularly great movie, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Keith, do you recommend it?
I had no idea what I was getting myself into. So I started this movie thinking
that never happens here.
I was thinking it was going to be more like The Natural. Have you seen The Natural? Right, where it's like this heartwarming story of this comeback kid who's older, but he's
not quite.
No, man, you find that off right off the bat, and so I had to kind of recalibrate my expectations for it. But when I did that, I just sat back and enjoyed it, and I love like the more crazy it got. The more intense and aggressive they got, the brawlers. I really like the three brothers that come in and kind of just take over. That was a lot of fun, and just how they went so crazy. I would recommend this in the end. But again, there are so many other sports movies that I would definitely recommend way before this. But if you worked your way down the list and you're still into sports movies, especially raunchy comedy ones, this one is a must-see for sure. Especially like Paul said, for those hockey fans. Yeah.
I'm not a sports fan at all, period. So not a hockey fan, but there's something about the cynicism in this movie that I just love.
Exactly.
It's more about show business than sports. You know what I mean? And I think that's why I enjoyed so much. And Paul Newman, Paul Newman, I can't. There's only a couple movies that he was not good in, and it wasn't his fault. He got cast in a movie he should not have been in, like one that was set in the Greek day, the old days of Rome and stuff. It's like, no, he's got too much of an accent to pull this off. It's not working. But I do love Paul Newman, and there's something about the attitude of this movie that I just adore. There's something about the slap, no pun intended, but the slapdash where they're just trying to get through life,
right,
you know?
Right.
I love this movie. It's so funny that, like I say, I've got the disc, you know, all these movies are in my collection. When I tell people, some people are shocked that I like it, for a couple reasons. I think you probably know the reasons.
Right.
But it's one that I've always loved and always recommended. I'm glad that you all, first of all, I'm glad to show it to you, Keith, and Paul, glad to man, I'm so glad you came along to talk about this, because you had some stuff I didn't even know about.
Yeah, Paul, you always have this insight that I had no idea, and it just
cool.
made me appreciate the movie all the more. So thanks for that.
Absolutely. And one other thing is I do love Paul Newman in this, but because he does a great job of being a negative protagonist.
Yes, that's a very good way to
like.
put
I don't
it.
root for him. Like I'm upset when everything ends well, because I don't like him. You know, but that's the point of the character, and that's a refreshing thing. There's no character in this movie I'm rooting for.
Well, there's 100% good.
I meant to say that too. I don't really. There's no likable characers in this movie. It's not, and there's
Hanson
movies
about it.
Oh yeah, exactly. The Hanson brothers I love,
and Michael Keane, you know, the one who did the strip at the end. You know,
a little bit.
Well, of course, I'm going to root for him because he did a strip. Right. Thank you.
But the integrity of sports was definitely in question the entire time. They did not care about that at all. Yep. And those are usually movies that I can't stand. And so I was surprised that with so few likable characters that I actually enjoyed the movie a little bit more than I thought I would.
So. Oh, good. Okay, good. Okay. Y'all, this is so much fun. Thank you, Paul. As always. I'm so glad you could join us for this 200th episode and talk about this movie. Thank you so much, man.
Thanks for having me. This was a perfect movie to do for 200.
Yeah. And of course, this was really violent, but we got a movie coming up that Keith and I are going to talk about that makes the violence in this look like child's play.
Oh.
Our next movie was recommended by an old friend of Keith's, actually, and it's funny because his friend said y'all need to talk about this movie, and this movie was already on my list to show.
That's
Keith.
Great, perfect.
It's already on the list. This is a Korean film from 2003 from Park Chan-wook called Oldboy. And before we go, just one more time, Paul, thanks so much for joining us, man. Come back soon.
Pleasure, man.
Thanks so much,
always.
Guys.
Please come back soon, man. It's
Can't
always
get enough
so much
of you.
fun.
Yeah.
It's just like the old
Anytime
days,
we
man.
can. Yeah, even better.
Okay, we are going to go into Oldboy. The movie is Oldboy from 2003 from South Korea, directed by Park Chan-wook. He also did The Handmaiden in 2016, another really good. The guy's a great director. And well, before we go into the summary and such in this movie, Keith, why don't you introduce our guest that suggested this movie?
Yes, I'm so excited. I have one of my best friends of all time, Phillip Smith, on with us right now.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hello.
Phillip, thanks for joining us. I got to tell you something. Yeah. One of my dearest friends is named Phillip Smith also. Although he spells Phillip with one L instead of two. I don't know what that started there. So, Keith, Phillip, how do y'all know each other? I mean, how did y'all become friends?
We had like this volleyball group where we met a bunch of different people, and then we met his current wife, Kim, who was a really close friends of ours. We know a lot of people from like the Michigan area who've come down in different ways. There's a lot of Michigan State Spartans in our kind of like small group of friends there in Austin. And so Kim and Phillip were dating at the time, and we became just really fast friends, and the rest is history. Yeah,
that's so cool. That's so cool. Phillip, I'm so glad you could join us. You suggested this movie to Keith, and it was crazy because this was on my list of movies that I wanted him to watch already.
Perfect.
So when he said that, I'm like,
what a perfect for our bicentennial episode.
Well, I was in awe that he hadn't seen the movie yet.
Yeah.
I knew that he had a podcast about movies and that he's a movie buff, and I was like, what? You haven't seen it?
Right.
He was building it up so much too. There was like, I cannot watch this without him. So I'm glad that we finally made it happen.
So, quick summary of the film. After being kidnapped and imprisoned for 15 years, Ode-soo is released only to find that he must find his captor in 5 days.
Wow,
By the way, this movie was remade in the U.S. by Spike Lee in 2013, starring Josh
Spike Lee. Spike Lee.
Yeah. Phillip, did you see the remake?
I did see the remake.
What? And is it amazing? Oh, really?
I love Spike Lee, right?
I do too. I like him.
This is not one of his best outings to me.
It's very forgettable.
It is.
It
doesn't. I fell asleep the first time watching. I just fell asleep. Think about falling asleep during Oldboy. Think about that.
Yeah, he must have really swung and missed there. Then.
Yeah, it was. It just didn't. There was something really odd about it. What were you going to say, Philip?
I went into the movie not expecting it to be as good as the original.
Yeah.
You know, so I kind of already thought.
All right, you lowered your expectations.
Yes, right. I knew it wasn't going to be that great.
Yeah,
but like I said, it was forgettable.
But I have to say, I think Josh Brolin did a good job acting in it. It just, I don't know, something didn't work.
They just didn't. I don't know. I agree. I didn't even want to watch the second half. Rewatch it again because I was like, oh, it's not going to be that good.
No.
But yeah.
Yeah. So okay. So enough about the remake. So
all right, we're done. Let's cleanse our palate.
So it's 1988, and the businessman Odaisu, he's the main character. He's arrested for public drunkenness, which makes him miss his daughter's 4th birthday. So his friend Ju-hwan picks him up from the police station. Then Daisu is kidnapped, and he wakes up in this sealed-up hotel room where the food is delivered through like a pet door. And his only form of entertainment or diversion is this television. And they control what he watches on the television also. Everything's controlled.
Oh, really? Okay. He couldn't change the channel, huh? Oh, yeah. Wow. Okay.
And it's, I mean, the whole setup in that room with they gas him every night, put him to sleep and all this. It's just really...
They clean up everything. Yeah. It was just...
I love the way that they shot this movie. I mean, it's so every angle, it looks like well done. It's so
it's
well
a piece of art, man. It's
a piece of art. You can tell right from the very beginning, man. The way that they shot it, it's artistic. Yeah.
There's a scene later on that I really want to talk about. That there's a scene that's like, wow, I could watch that scene over and over again. You might know which one, but when we get there, I'll tell you. Okay, so by watching the television, Daisu learns that his wife has been murdered, and he's been framed as the prime suspect by whoever his captors are. He's been framed by it. So as the years of imprisonment go by, he becomes deranged, being locked up in this room.
Right.
Tries
like solitary confinement almost. I mean, what are you supposed to do?
I go crazy too.
Yeah, absolutely. For 15 years.
As much as I love to be home in front of my TV, dude, if I can't walk out the door,
right.
And he tries to commit suicide, but then they save him. They won't let him die.
No, they won't let him die. Yeah, they're torturing him. So those like little lines that he was carving into his skin. Is that for every year that he was there?
Yes.
Or
yes.
Is that okay? And how does he know time? Like, is he
because the TV?
TV.
Oh,
the TV,
okay.
And he gets knocked out every night, so it's like. That's another day.
It's like Groundhog Day all over again.
Yeah. So as you said, he tattoos little tally marks on his arms to show the years going by, and sure enough, it ends up being 15. He spends years practicing martial arts against the wall, and he tries to dig an escape tunnel, and he's going to get out. No,
here we go. That's how he's getting out.
They got him. So in 2003, 15 years later, suddenly he's released after being sedated and hypnotized. And then he wakes up on a rooftop where he meets this suicidal man. So after he tests his fighting skills on a group of thugs, a mysterious beggar gives him money and a mobile phone. He says, "Don't ask me any questions. I don't know anything." Obviously, this guy got paid to just deliver this.
There's definitely. I mean, we're left in the dark here. I kept having to stop and pause it to think, am I getting this? What's happening here?
I know.
What? I'm trying to figure it out, and I can't yet. Yeah.
And I tell you something, makes sense. A second viewing is really enjoyable.
I was thinking that too. Yeah. Right.
Everything already.
I need to watch it again.
It's like, I know. See, that's why he did that. That's why this was happening. I love that kind of stuff. He goes into a sushi restaurant where he meets Mido. Is it Mido or Mido? I couldn't understand how they were.
I thought
accents.
It was Mido.
I think it's Mido. M-I-D-O. A young chef, and he gets this taunting phone call from the guy, because they give him the phone, and his captor keeps calling him, and he decides to eat a live octopus, which is a crazy scene.
Right. Oh man,
Kelly, don't watch.
That was a cool scene. It's an octopus, right? But
octopuses are smart,
right?
Or octopi. Pardon me, octopi are smart.
He sucked it up like it was a spaghetti noodle.
Like a spaghetti noodle. And that thing, wasn't that amazing? That thing is just crawling around his face. Well, that was real, That's not
real,
fake.
Right? That was real.
It tastes much better on the grill or like deep fried.
I would imagine.
Don't eat it raw.
Have you ever seen that documentary about the octopus?
Oh yeah,
is it? I could never eat one now.
Right. Is that the octopus teacher?
Dude, I could never eat one now. Forget it.
They're very interesting creatures, I gotta say.
It'd be like eating a friend of mine. I was like, no, I'm not doing that.
no, sorry.
So anyway, he's the octopus. Then he collapses, and Midu takes him. I don't know why would she. And you're thinking, why on earth would she take this guy?
We find out later.
We figure it out.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll find out later.
He attempts to rape her, and then he tries to leave, but then they reconcile.
It's been not that I ever condone rape or anything, but man, poor guy has not seen a woman in 15 years, man.
And he's thinking,
right?
You're right. And also, she brought me here. I didn't come in. She brought me here, and then also he's just. I mean, he's out of his mind. Let's face it, the guy's out of his mind.
I love the shot of him with like the frazzled hair all over the place, all frizzed up. Man, it's an iconic look.
Like, it is iconic.
Really, that shot is
that's the poster shot. Man.
I can't not see it. Right? Yeah, I love it. I love it.
So, he's focusing on figuring out who his captors are, right? Okay, so he locates the Chinese restaurant where his prison food was prepared, and then he follows the delivery man to find the hotel room, because he goes to all these different restaurants trying to find the flavor that he knew for 15 years. He had
you can't miss it, right?
Yeah, and when he gets it, it's like, this is the place. So he finds out. So he learns that the hotel is actually a private prison where people pay to have other people incarcerated.
They can make another complete movie about just that, right?
He tortures and interrogates the warden, and the warden says that you were in prison for talking too much. And he's like, talking too much, okay. So Park's guards come and attack Daisu, and a fierce fight ensues in a corridor. Daisu is stabbed, but he manages to defeat them all. This is the scene I was talking about.
Yes.
That fight scene where the camera's just moving down the corridor, and oh man.
Yeah, that was cool.
It's like a ballet. It's unbelievable.
He did the majority of the fighting with a knife stab in his back.
Stuck in his back.
And a hammer.
Yes, and a hammer is a weapon. Yeah.
Against like 20 other guys, right? All in one little hallway.
One little hallway. Right? So, in a sense, there is an advantage for him because there's 20 guys with big long poles.
Right, but not all of them can fight the same. Right. Yeah. They got to wait their turn.
They got to wait their turn.
Right.
And that's, it's very unrealistic, but it's cool to look at.
Right. All right.
Well, we find out his captor is this wealthy businessman, Li Wujin, who gives Dusai an ultimatum. If he can uncover the motive for his imprisonment within 5 days, Wujin will kill himself. Right. Otherwise, he's going to kill Midu. Meanwhile, Daisu and Midu grow closer, and eventually they start doing the naughty together. So, okay, and now it's consensual.
Yeah, it was bound to happen.
Yeah. So Ju Huan, pardon me, his old friend, contacts Daisu with important information, but he gets murdered by Wu Jin while they're on the phone. And of course, now Daisu is even more angry and ready to get him. Right. Excuse me. So Daisu remembers that when he and Wu Jin attended the same high school, where he witnessed Wu Jin committing incest with his sister, Li Suwa. So the bad guy had incest with his sister. And also his sister died. Remember his sister, like they say, she fell off a bridge. Or,
she had killed herself. Or that was she killed herself.
She killed herself.
Did she kill her? But it was because of the rumors that
the rumor was
that Daisu was. The rumor was okay. Right.
So Daisu told Juan what he'd seen, leading his classmates to gossip about Suha. So Suha later committed suicide following a false pregnancy, leading grief-stricken Wu Jin to seek revenge. So they all said, we got her pregnant, but no. The rumor is what got. Am I right?
Well, that's there's some
I know it's a little
for it's a little. It's not all clear there.
Okay.
He says, she didn't get pregnant. Your rumor got her pregnant. But
She was never really pregnant.
She was never really pregnant, but it was a gray area, I thought.
Yeah. And I don't know
well,
if that's
kind of how rumors are. You don't know whether a rumor is fake or not or real, you know.
And I don't know if that's on purpose or if it's a language thing that we're not.
Yeah,
you know, this translation might be a little off too.
They were, and he did admit that they were in love. Those two were in love with each. They were in love, and they didn't care about, in a sense, what other people thought.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. So in the present, Woo Jin cuts off Mr. Park's hand. He cuts his hand off, so Park and his gang join forces with Dai-Soo. Dai-Soo leaves Midu with Mr. Park and sets out to face Woo Jin. I know all these names are, if you haven't seen the movie, these names are like, they're literally a foreign language. So anyway, and his penthouse apartment, rich guy, Woo Jin shows Dai-Soo a family album with photos of Dai-Soo, his wife, and his infant daughter together 15 years earlier. Then he gets to the pictures of his daughter as she grew up, which reveal that Midu is Dai-Soo's daughter.
What a freaking twist, man. What a twist. My jaw. I had to pause it and my jaw dropped physically, man. I said, oh my God, I cannot believe it. Wow. Holy cow. I wanted to text both of you immediately. I was like, I still have another 15 minutes left. I need to finish it first. It was insane, man. I was like, one of the best twist I've seen in a long time. I was shocked.
This is the king of revenge movies. I mean,
Yes.
The effort this guy took to get revenge on
intricate and woven and just God, and layered.
He used hypnosis and imprisonment and broke so many laws.
Waited 15 years,
right. I mean, really have to be invested and committed to
I think you gotta be a little off in the head also.
Right.
No doubt.
He's obviously off in the head,
Absolutely have to be.
So he reveals that he got all this to happen through hypnosis. With Dai-Soo and Mido, they were both hypnotized. That's why she brought him home. She would never have done that in her right mind. This weird guy,
right?
So so they would fall in love and all this thing. So he wanted him to go through the same pain of incest, as he put it. So Woo Jin says, "Well, Mr. Park is still working for me," and he threatens to tell Mido the truth. He's got, he's there with Mido, and I can have him tell her the truth. And Dai-Soo desperately apologizes for spreading the rumor that led to the death of Woo Jin's sister.
Oh, man, he loses all dignity, man. Like, hey, give it all up, whatever it takes to keep this a secret.
Right.
I'll even.
Oh my God!
I'll even give you my tongue.
Oh my God! He gets on all fours. He acts like a dog. He licks his shoes.
Yeah, he's barking like a dog. Crazy.
And then he cuts his tongue out. He literally cuts his tongue out. Like, I will never speak of this again. I promise.
Yeah.
So Woo Jin finally says, "Okay, I accept." And he tells Mr. Park, "Don't tell the truth to Mido."
That was honorable. It was honorable.
He drops what he claims to be the remote to his pacemaker, and he walks away. He says it's a remote. So Dai-Soo activates the device in an attempt to kill Woo Jin, only to find that it's the remote for a reel-to-reel tape recorder that plays an audio recording through big loudspeakers of Dai-Soo and Mido having sex.
Oh my God!
It's like, Jesus, what next?
Right, all right. I think he gets it. Right, he's sorry already.
He's like,
that is evil, man. That is just
it's evil.
Whoa, so evil. Oh, it was hard to watch, but I couldn't turn my eyes from it.
I know. It's just like you just can't stop watching. You can't stop looking at it.
So good, so good, man. It's so good.
So Dai-Soo just collapses in on despair. And Woo Jin enters the penthouse elevator. And as he thinks back on his involvement in his sister's suicide, and then he shoots himself in the head. So you see that he was trying to stop his sister from doing it, but she's like, no, and she was determined to kill herself.
True. That's true.
Jeez.
So sometime later, Dai-Soo locates the hypnotist and writes to her requesting that she would erase the knowledge of Mido being his daughter so that they can remain happy together. And at first, she's like, I don't think I want to help you. I don't feel like I should help you. But she said there was a certain line in his letter, something said by the man on the rooftop where Dai-Soo was first released. And I meant to put it in my notes, and I can't remember.
It was about being a monster. It was about
even a monster deserves to live, or something like that.
Right.
Even though I'm no more than a monster, don't I too have the right to live?
Thank you.
Exactly.
That's it.
Exactly. Yeah.
I meant to put that in my notes, and
that's that's right. Yeah.
So the hypnotist gets Dai-Soo to envision the part of himself that knows the truth dying. That part of you is dying. Then afterward, Mido finds Dai-Soo lying in the snow, but there's no sign of the hypnotist there anywhere. He's just lying there. So Midu confesses her love for him, and the two embrace. And Daisu breaks into this broad smile, and then suddenly it changes into this really like kind of ambiguous expression, and you don't know if he really remembers or not anymore. And
it kind of leaves you with this kind of it's like this bad taste in your mouth where like
my God.
Well, she called him Odesu is what she called him as they were embracing. And then I think when he opened his eyes, the only thing I thought him saying to himself is, "No, I'm the monster." You know, that I'm now the monster. Because whenever, because that's what he said. Now that whenever the antagonist guy had like. Before he shot himself, he said, "You are no longer Odesu. You will forever now be known as the monster because now I am going to release you." Or maybe it wasn't him, but it was. I remember kind of almost like thinking that he's no longer his old self. Now in his new life that he has to live moving forward. His identity is completely different. I don't know. That's how I took it.
That's what when the hypnotist, when they went into the hypnotist, the hypnotist was saying, "Hey, there's two people. You're looking at two people.
That's the one.
One's looking in the mirror." But when I got through that scene, I was like, "Wait, well, who walked away?" She said the monster was walking away, but you can't really tell who's really walking away.
It's a gray area, right? Like which one? Right? It's a kind of a little bit of both. A little bit of both. I don't know, but that's part of the beauty of this movie is it kind of leaves you thinking more, which is what a good movie should do.
You cannot stop thinking about this movie. I mean, the first time I saw it, I mean, I went and saw it at the theater with a friend, and at the movie, our jaws are just like, we look at each other like, what the hell was that?
I have to say, like, I saw this movie on Netflix back in the day. When Netflix was at the time when Netflix you're still sending out. They were still sending out.
They were mailing you discs.
And they had just kind of gotten into putting foreign films and documentaries online. So a lot of Netflix you could only see foreign films and documentaries, and I got really big into foreign films back then, and I love the Korean films. And
me too, man.
One of the first movies
some of the best movies I've ever seen, and this one is
Train to Busan. Anybody?
Train to Busan is the first one that comes to mind. This one is going to be right up with that too, man. Now that I think. South Korea is doing it better than Hollywood, in my opinion.
South Korean films are something else, y'all.
They really are. Yeah.
Here's a little bit of background. The scenes at the police station where he's all drunk and disorderly, he just ad-libbed all that stuff. They turned on the camera and he just made it up as he went along.
Hey, it worked.
Really cool. It really worked.
You're right. Yeah,
he was going crazy, and then all of a sudden he was like sitting still when he had these thugs next to him.
Right. That scene was. I love that scene. When he's eating the octopuses, or they call them octopodes here in the notes. He ate 4 live octopodes for that film. He ate 4 of them. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And he can't get it on the first take. Come on, man. Jeez.
It caused some controversy in some places, him eating a live octopus. And in Korea, they were upset that he didn't slice it first. Of course, that was the whole point. He was just being, like an animal.
He's a savage. Yeah, he's a savage. Yeah.
Anyway, well, this is the second one of director Park Chan-wook's revenge trilogy. The first one is called Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance from 2002, and the third one is Lady Vengeance from 2005. Have you seen those, Philip?
I have not seen them. I started watching Lady Vengeance, but I don't know. I wish I had seen the first one first. Then it would have probably wanted me to go into Oldboy. I hadn't seen it.
I haven't either. I've heard about them for years, but I haven't seen them.
Right.
I've just got a couple critics' comments here. Joe Morgenstern from the Wall Street Journal said, Shakespearean in its violence, Oldboy also calls up nightmare images of spiritual and physical isolation that are worthy of Samuel Beckett or Dostoevsky. Dang.
Wow.
And then
high regard there.
Yeah. I did find one negative. I only found one that I could, J.R. Jones from the Chicago Reader. He says, there's a lot less here than meets the eye.
What? What does he mean by that? Yeah.
I disagree, but I had to.
I don't know if he
understood 2 sides of the coin.
I don't know about that. Also. Yeah, I have to disagree with that too.
Yeah, the storytelling in this movie was amazing. There's
it's
absolute.
I think Shakespearean is a perfect way to describe it, man. It's epic. It's epic. The scores, IMDb 8.3 That's high for IMDb, man.
That's almost a perfect score by for
IMDb,
almost standard, by their measure. Yeah.
Amazon Prime 4.3 out of 5.
Yeah, that's good.
Rotten Tomatoes.
That's crazy, man. I'm sorry. There's been a lot of more bad movies we've watched that are like 4.8. That's
Tomato meter is 83%, and the audience score is 94%.
Okay.
So Philip and I are man of the people this time.
Man of the people. Yeah, right. All right. Fair enough.
So Philip, we know you recommended this movie. Keith, would you recommend this movie?
100,000 million billion %, man. This movie was so freaking good. We're gonna do a top 5 here in a little bit, and this one might be mentioned on it. I have to say, it's one of the best movies I've seen on this entire since we started doing this show. Yeah. This is one of the best ones we've seen, man. It's so good.
Glad that you
so freaking good, man.
And I was so surprised. I was like, wait a minute.
I know, right? Seen this right. And it's for movies just like this. Why we created Have You Seen This One?
That's
which is why I think it's such a great time to play this one for the 200th episode, because this is exactly the epitome of why we created the show in the first place. To be able to see great movies and bad ones like this one. I mean, other bad ones too, which we'll go over as well. Our bottom 5 in just a few moments.
Yes, we will do that in just a little bit. But first, first of all, let's just tell people, folks, you can find us. I would say, you can still go to the old website, but that's going to be obsolete pretty soon. It's haveyouseenthis1.com. We are going to have a new website hopefully soon once everything settles down.
Jay, would you say that it's history? The website is history. I'll be here all day.
Okay.
Autographs after the show.
I gotta go puke. I'll be right back.
All right. Dad
you
joke.
can still find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. The podcast, you can find us on Apple, Spotify, Amazon Prime, just wherever you find your podcast. Wherever you do find your podcast, please subscribe to us and please leave a rating. It helps people join us. It helps people find us and join the party. So please do that, everybody. And before we pause for a moment here, and we're going to go into our Keith and I are going to share some data with each other.
Nice. Okay. As we should.
On our favorite and least favorite films that we made each other watch. But before we pause and go to that, Philip, thanks so much for joining us, man.
Yeah, Philip, this has been so much fun, buddy.
Guys, I really appreciate it. This is my first time on a podcast, so I was like,
really? Hey. You're a natural.
I know, man.
You're
like,
so
picked it up.
It's cool. Yeah, awesome.
Did great.
Come back and join us. Yeah.
And if more movies like this, please, man. Anything near this is
finding all movies as good as this.
That's right. That's right. This is a gem. Yeah, this is a diamond in the rough, or a diamond in the haystack. Yeah.
I'm so glad you watched it. Like I said,
good, man.
It's amazing. It's so good.
It's fantastic. Yeah. Such a good movie for sure.
All right. Again, Philip, thanks so much. Join us again, please, Philip.
My pleasure, guys.
All right. We're going to take a quick pause, and then Keith and I'll be right back. So it is time for you, Keith, you and I. It's time for you and I to share the bottom 5 and top 5 films that we love that we have made each other watch. So let's do bottom 5 first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bottom 5 for me was a lot easier.
Okay.
It was a lot easier for me, just because there's some clearly bad ones that I did not enjoy. I also have I have my bottom 5, and then I have another smaller dishonorable list.
Okay.
Dishonorable mention.
I love it. Okay.
So my bottom 5 in no particular order, because they all are bottom 5. They're all bottom feeders in my opinion.
Okay.
Because I'm going to start
mine in order.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
you don't have to though. You don't have to.
Okay. I'll do that too. Okay, so my bottom 5 is Ben, the one episode 91 that we did with Aaron.
Sorry, Aaron. Well,
sorry, Aaron. Sorry.
She actually apologized to us when we.
All right, that's true. So she knows. Although there will be some 70s horror movies on my top 5 that I will.
Okay.
Just throw that out there.
Interesting.
Another one that we did 10 episodes ago was Mac and Me. Remember Mac and Me? Don't want to remember. Okay, I get it.
I figured it'd be on your list.
My 1, 2, and number 3 top bad movies, my bottom 5 are in no particular. These are just all 0.0 on my score. Is Zat episode 130 with Shauna. Horrible movie, man. But these are also ones too that, like, if I ever just want to laugh or have it on the background so I can just judge it, I'll do that.
That is hilarious.
That is hilarious.
Hilarious.
Right.
That girl holding her nose.
All right.
Underwater.
Goes underwater. Like, yeah, just ridiculous. Also, Plan 9 from Outer Space.
Oh, yes.
Another one.
Classic.
Number 125. Horrible movie. Horribly
Classic.
bad. But and then again, of course, this one was Voyage of the Rock Aliens, number 148 episode. It was, yeah. Those were really stinkers.
Those movies Shauna was on that one also. She did Zat.
Right.
She was the one.
Yeah.
She was the one who suggested Zat, remember?
And Zat was for like the torture episode,
yes.
right?
Yes.
Right.
And then when we did
Number
Voyage of the Rock Aliens, she was on that episode, and we liked it so much they showed it at a theater. Was it the Alamo? We went to see it at the theater.
You went to watch it? Okay.
We went to see it at the theater, and these two women next to us were so adorable. They were laughing harder than we were. They were laughing.
Oh, that's great.
And
okay.
at the end, I said, "Did y'all enjoy that?" They were like, "It was so stupid. We loved it."
That's it. A lot of those on my list are so bad that they're actually they're kind that I wouldn't mind watching just to laugh at again. Right?
Yeah. Okay. So you got
some other ones.
Mentions?
Yeah. So my dishonorable mentions would be. I really didn't like Piranha episode 128. Did not enjoy that one.
Now that surprises me because I always think Piranha is a really fun like Jaws takeoff to me.
Yeah,
but that's okay. That's okay.
Also, Faster Pussycat Kill. This one didn't really sit with me. I know. Number 155. This one didn't sit with me well. Left a bad taste in my mouth. And the last one is I really didn't like Bay of Blood, which was episode 77.
Oh, it's killing me.
Bay of Blood, it felt like that was the one that was kind of like a Friday the 13th, right?
Well,
right?
It came before Friday the 13th.
It was before, right?
Yes.
Okay.
In fact, Friday the 13th stole several murders from
right.
that movie.
That's right. That is right. And I guess it's just because I grew up, like some of the very first horror movies that got me into horror was Friday the 13th, and maybe they kind of polished off the edges a little bit after Bay of Blood, who was a trailblazer. So I'll give them credit for that. They definitely helped create an amazing horror franchise like Friday the 13th. That's good.
To me, the color scheme of the Italian movies, these Italian horror movies,
I know you
just looks so much more glossy than Friday the 13th looks like a cheap.
The Giallo movies.
It's really cheap. I mean, Friday the 13th, especially the first one. Super cheap,
yeah. The first few, actually.
And the Giallo, man, is just like, ooh, colors just coming up.
That's okay.
I'll never forget this one actress said, it's like you're the canvas and the paint is being put on you. It's like,
that's
whoa.
cool. That is cool. I like that.
Okay, but I'll get over this.
Right. I know. There's a couple that I know for sure is on your bottom list. But I'm curious. Let's hear your side of the story.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna do bottom 6 instead of bottom 5 because number 6. Yeah. She's All That.
Oh wow, we just did that one. Really?
It
was that bad.
It almost made the bottom 5.
Oh wow. Okay. Wow.
So bottom 5. Here we go. Number 5, The Boy Who Could Fly.
That was recently too, just this year, I think. Yeah.
Pretty bad.
Okay. Right. Yeah. I agree. After watching it again.
Number 4, 21.
Okay, 21.
Yeah, it just didn't do it for me at all.
You weren't feeling it. Understood.
Here we go. Bottom three. Number 3, License to Drive.
I know you hated that one. That one was just a nostalgic movie that I love, and the Corys are classic Corys. Yeah, okay. I feel like
Number 2.
I know.
Number 2. Freddy Got Fingered.
Yeah, that's number 2. Oh, because I know number 1.
You know what number 1 is. Number 1 is Saving Christmas.
With
the Kirk Cameron disaster.
Kirk Cameron. That's the worst movie ever. I have to admit, that's one of the worst movies ever. It's so bad.
Oh my God.
It's so bad, it's bad. It's not one that's so bad, it's actually
It's not even fun to watch.
One that is, it's so cringy.
Remember Shauna and I, because she was on that episode too, and Shauna and I both saying it made us angry.
Yeah.
He made us angry. He really made us angry while we were watching this stupid movie. And half the movie's in the front seat of a car anyway. So
I know, right? Just stuffing a bunch of religious based data down your throat. Yeah, it was a little too much for me.
Anyway,
not in a good way.
So let's get in a better mood by talking about our top movies that we made each other watch. What's your top 5, Keith?
All right, my top 5 is let's see here. I have to put the movie that we just talked about, Oldboy. I was going to put Midsommar. Midsommar was originally my number 5. Okay. I know it's
both really good.
Okay, so I guess I have 6 now. I have 6 good ones.
Good. And they're both kind of about revenge a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Very good point. Oldboy, though, would definitely be my number 5.
Okay.
Although, after I watched it a second time, it might even go up higher.
It might go up higher. Yeah, it's really good.
My number 4 is a movie that I started to watch, and I thought, "What am I watching? This might be one of my worst movies you've ever had me watch." And then I kept watching it, and then I figured out what was going on, and then I kept watching it, and then it made its way into my top 4. It is with the one we do with Knives Monroe, One Cut of the Dead.
Yes, I'm so glad.
Freaking good. That movie it dropped my expectations to like digging to the bottom.
Yeah.
And then it picked it back up and took it to a place I didn't realize it could go.
When you realize what's really going on, it's like, oh no, it's one of those movies. And I'll never forget Knives, Knives said when he first started watching it, he's like, is this the kind of movie that Jay thinks I make or that I like? And then of course when he realized what it was, he liked it too,
Yeah, right.
Anyway, okay, so keep going.
Number 3, Burnt Offerings. It's funny.
Yay!
Burnt Offerings was so good.
Aaron?
Yeah, there you go, Aaron. Right back at you. So, Bay of Blood and Burnt Offerings, I think, were both on the same episode.
I think they were
77,
the same one,
mistaken. Yeah. So, but Burnt Offerings, 1970s horror, it opened my eyes to how good that genre and that time frame
and that gothic look and that old house and everything. It was really fun. Yeah, that's a fun movie.
It's a nice segue into my number 2, The Changeling, which was episode 85.
Yes. George C. Scott. That is a brilliant movie.
Such a good movie, done so well before its time.
Scary, but also very heartbreaking, and just really the acting is incredible in that movie.
It's hard to pick out a bad part that I didn't like in that movie. Now my number 1.
Yeah.
My number 1 was the very first movie you had me watch when I started as your full-time co-host. This was, of course, I've been on since episode 53, Jay. We're on 200 now.
And you were on several before that too. But
right. I think I was on
the official co-host. Yeah.
Right. My very first show, the very first time I was on was, I think, episode 7, Killer Clowns.
Killer Clowns? Yeah, it was Killer Clowns, yeah.
All right, but anyway, back to this.
Okay.
Fast forward to episode 53.
Yeah.
Hedwig and the Angry Inch is my number 1 all time, Jay.
Yes.
I never thought I could ever enjoy a musical, but I loved every song in this, the movie, the story, the heart warmth I felt from it.
Written and acted.
Right. My heart goes out to the main character, and I was just soaked in with this movie, and it's one that has stayed with me ever since I watched it so many years ago. But like Oldboy, it's a reason. It's a testament to the reason why we do this podcast.
Yeah,
I never would have heard of or even watched this movie in my life, and because we do this together, you had me watch it. I can now say that I am proud to say that I've seen it, and I can't wait to see more like it in the future.
Awesome! That's so exciting! So exciting!
By the way, so I went through the entire catalog from the website and was just kind of like I separated everything into good and bad, and I had and you'll be happy to know this. I had a much longer list of good movies than bad.
Oh, yeah, that's good to hear. Yeah,
but I think it might be because I suppressed or kind of swept some of those bad ones under the rug, maybe, and I didn't really remember some of them for a good reason. I'm like protecting my own conscience, I guess.
Your sanity.
My sanity, yeah. All right, but I can't wait to hear yours. What is your top 5 of our 200 episodes?
Well, my top 5 for a long time didn't change very much. But then it changed fairly recently, actually. Number 5, Terrifier.
Yes,
man.
The original Terrifier, the number 1.
Although part 2, I like part 2 also.
Part 2 was really good.
But you're the one who told me to watch Terrifier, and man, it was like, whoa, this is like hardcore. It's hardcore horror, man.
It's hardcore.
It was good stuff.
Art
though.
That we were not really introduced, because Art and the Clown had some parts in some other movies, right?
He was in a movie called Hallows Eve or All Hallows Eve or something.
That's right.
But it was a different actor playing that character also.
Right.
And the actor was fine, but not the one who plays him now.
Not like this
I don't know his name, but offhand. But
and is it crazy?
Insane.
His character never speaks a word, but you can tell what he's thinking, and it is sinister. I mean, beyond smile. It's beyond. It's
beyond
so good.
Sinister. Okay.
I have to.
And speaking of beyond sinister, number 4, When Evil Lurks.
Oh my gosh, isn't that something? Right?
Yeah.
Oh.
And that's a fairly recent episode, but man, that movie really stuck with me.
It's probably one of my more favorite kind of more recent horror movies for sure.
Done I had to buy it for my collection, man. It's in my collection. It's like this is a classic horror movie. I mean, it was disturbing and
start to
beautifully
finish.
made, man. Okay, so 5 Terrifier, 4 When Evil Lurks. Number 3, Freeway.
Yes, Freeway. I was like, are all of them going to be scary? No, Freeway is more of a suspense.
Well, kind of scary. But Freeway is, Reese Witherspoon is so damn, and so is
what happened to you, Bob? What they fucked you up, Bob?
With Kiefer
Kiefer. Yeah.
Oh, they're both so good in that movie.
Oh,
I know when he comes in the courtroom. Oh, look at you! You look like you got beat up with an ugly stick.
Reese Witherspoon. It's just so good.
So good in that.
So good.
Okay, number 2. Tag.
Yes, when I was going through the list, I was like, I bet Tag's going to be in the top one. That was one that I did not think you would. I knew you would like it, but I didn't realize you would love it. And
I forgot. I had all these in a stack. I was going to show you. I forgot to do that. I was going to show you each of my discs. Okay. Number 1. It's been number 1 ever since I saw it. The Diving Bell and the Butterfly.
Yes. Oh my. I passed that one too, and I thought, man, that one is a special movie, isn't it?
That movie is amazing. That and Tag, those are my 2 top that you've had me watch all this time.
So interesting. It's so interesting because
so amazing.
The Diving Bell and the Butterfly. I thought you might like it. I thought, but I know there are certain people. If I would recommend it to them, they might be a little bored through it if they didn't give it its full attention. But when you do, you get engrossed in the whole story, and it's beautiful. It's heartbreaking.
It is. It is. But it's also heartwarming and
heartwarming. Oh yes.
Well, it does. Because it gets. Oh man, it really gets you.
It really
gets you.
Such a good one. Great times, man.
Oh my goodness.
I can't wait to see what we have in store for episode 400.
Well, we have covered 297 films and programs so far.
297.
Almost 300 films and programs. I have to say programs because a couple times Paul and I did TV shows a couple times. So they're not all movies, but they're mostly movies.
Gotcha.
But almost 300. It's amazing. We want to thank. I want to thank everybody who's been a guest on our show. I want to thank Kelly Arnold.
Every single person.
Kelly Arnold, Shauna West, Aaron Castaneda, Knives Monroe, Latrice Carter, Cass Wyant, Elle and Brent Garrison.
Yes.
Melissa McDowell. Sorry, Melissa. Melissa McDowell, Laura Stroud, Terry Castaigne, that's Paul's mom, Brad Bell, Jennifer Hamrick, Phillip Smith, on this episode, and of course, Mr. Paul Kastava, who's been a guest on many times.
Mandy Shiver too.
Oh, and Mandy, your sister. Right? Oh my God, Mandy,
she's been on. I think Mandy's been on, right?
Yeah, she's been on. She was on. Remember, she was a surprise guest on one.
I know, right?
I didn't even tell you she was going to be
there.
Right?
What was it? What a surprise!
It was the one that you said, "Oh, Mandy loves this movie," and then I said,
"The Boy Could Fly." Where's it? The Boy Could Fly.
The Boy Could Fly? No, it was something else. It was something I like better than that.
Why can't I think of it right now? Okay,
I can't think of it right now.
It'll come to me, right?
It'll come. Okay. So for episode 201, Keith, what do you got in store for me?
All right. So this one isn't your typical movie style. This is going to be in honor of episode 201. Let's change it up a little bit. Let's throw something at you.
Porn?
Yes, I don't know how you knew that, but there's a couple scenes here I really want to get in deep with you. Sorry, it's a bad joke. No.
Very.
Let me backtrack. Might need you to edit that one. No. This is it's hard to say who made this because this is a movie from 1999. It's called The Animatrix.
I've heard of this, but never seen it, of course.
Okay. And
but it's more like an anthology with different directors, right?
Exactly.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay.
It's a collection of 9 short films, and they're all done by 9 different directors. So there's a number of different people who have a hand in making this story. All the stories they're all independent of their own selves, and they all use different types of animation to tell their stories as well.
Oh man, I'm so excited! This is cool.
I am too. It's gonna be interesting how we kind of go through the episode, but maybe we can break it off into one story at a time, and we'll have to go pretty quick because there's 9, and I think it's a pretty. It's only an hour and 40 minutes though, so 9 stories.
We can do it.
Okay.
Because you're still talking about that much story. We talk about that much story all the time. We're just going to talk about it. Right. It'll be fine. I'm looking forward to this, man.
I am looking forward to it too. I hope it's a good start. I need to redeem myself. I have been throwing some crappy movies at you, lady buddy, and I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, I got to say, When Evil Lurks was not crappy.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I have my occasional one worth mentioning, but this one I hope is one too. But again, we just don't know. We'll have to wait to see.
I have a good feeling about this.
Good. I do too.
I got a feeling about it. Well, before we go, let's thank our 2 special guests for episode 200. Phillip Smith. Phillip, come back, man. It was so much fun.
Yeah, man. We got to have him back. I loved him having him on.
And of course, Paul Kastava.
And the OG.
The OG, man. It was OG. It was so much fun talking with you, Paul. Thanks. Come back soon, man. And until episode 201, I'm Jay Bullington.
And I'm Keith Carcino.
And for the 200th time, would you just keep watching movies?
Keep watching movies.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay. Bye-bye. Okay.